Hello and welcome back. Well, I say welcome back. This isn't a full episode. This is a weird half episode. Where I'm just going to be mining. We need stuff. I need a new axe. I need some iron. I'm going to make a couple of axes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And this is not a proper episode. This is just I personally, when I'm watching stuff like this, I really just hate it when I come back and to like the next episode and there's a whole bunch of stuff has happened, and it generally tends to mean that I feel like I've missed out. It's like I know they weren't doing anything interesting. Just hello, Mr. Spooder, sir. I know we're just kind of like trying to get stuff done in the background, the grindy kind of shit. But it just really, I don't know, I feel kind of cheated a little bit. So I figured, you know, I'm not going to do that. It would probably be the case that this isn't really going to get watched, and that's probably fair. But I just kind of wanted to do it, have it recorded, have it put out, and that's why at the end of the last video I said there'd be a special double release if you got that far. So that you know, if you are so inclined like I am to, even if it's like an hour's worth of mindless mining and you don't want to miss out, so you don't have to, you can just kind of put this on in the background. I'll have some nice music playing, slightly louder than usual, so you know you don't have to listen to me jabber on consistently. You'll be able to just watch me play, really. I say watch me play, watch me mine. Just watch this mindless, boring mining. And we're going to use this doohickey. I've used it wrong already. Basal iron ore this way. There's 2 iron ore this way somewhere, apparently, according to this thing. I don't know how far along it scans. It says there's iron this way, so I'm going to trust it. I've not used this thing before. What's this? That's poor silver ore. I've never seen that before. Got some yellowite as well. That's not bad. It's good. For ye old reactor. Yeah, so this is just going to be a chilled out session of mining and jabbering on about whatever happens to pop into my head at the time. I did have this weird, so I was doing stuff, I knew I was going to do this, so I spent a lot of time thinking about it, you know, what do I want to talk about, what do I want to cover, is there anything like crazy happening at the moment that is worth talking about, and typically, no, but there is something to talk about. So what I was going to do, there is a setting in here somewhere, options, controls. I need my phone quickly because I have to give some thanks to a couple of dudes and other people. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Watch this piece of magic right now. Oh yeah. So when I'm not doing shit, you don't have to watch a fucking menu. You can just watch me and my glorious close-upness. Oh yeah. New webcam. I don't know why I'm pointing at it. You can't see it. You can see me through it, through the magic of technology, but you can't see it. And I got a, I'm just going to keep pointing at stuff even though you can't see it. I got a new light as well, so that's the thing that's making me look a bit brighter. And a little bit tired, because it's quite late at night. It's like 20 past 10. It's been raining today. I had an appointment after work, which I went to. So I've been doing this like it's like a group counselling type thing, and despite the fact that it means a lot of like chatter and arguing on people's specific issues, it's been quite interesting. But it's just been pissing it down with rain all day, and I got rained on, so my hair's all fluffy. I need to get it cut, probably trimmed. I get it cut like twice a year, usually. Right, first one. Here we go. Where are we? Who do I have to say thank you to? So, Phantom Dogman, or Phantom Dogman. Mr. Dogman? Mr. Phantom, Mr. Dogman. In controls, can't you turn off auto jump? Well, look at that. Am I not a fucking moron or what? Right at the top, where my mouse is. Auto jump off. Oh! Thank fuck for that. Seriously. Well, that saved my life. Thank you, Phantom Dogman. Massive thanks. Can I go to him? Can I go to his doodad? He may be another small YouTuber. I believe he is. I usually go and check out these guys when they do stuff. Oh, the scene switching. Technology is so magnificent. Phantom Dogman. I realise I haven't got any mining done really yet, but let's have a look. I should be able to find the user. Oh wow, he's much bigger than I am. So Phantom Dogman. Okay, hang on, let me. Phantom Dogman. See, on my Chinese phone. There we go. That's alright. The fucking lights. Let's angle it away. Phantom Dogman. There you go. You got a channel. Go and check him out. Subscribe. Do all that stuff. I haven't yet, but it's because I've not watched any of his stuff yet. I've just not got around to it. So I will do, because he plays Final Fantasy, and that's looks like Final Fantasy. Can't tell. I love Final Fantasy, but go check him out. Could be good. You never know. I haven't actually watched his stuff yet. He's got many more views than I do, and like 5 times as many subscribers. So, which is not a lot, to be fair. But there you go. Next, thanks I have to give particularly for Minecraft is to a gentleman called The Mouldy Lemon, who I have gone and checked out. I've watched one of his videos because he's got 3 videos up at the moment. He's been making content for a long time apparently. He's got 3 videos up at the moment. I'll put all the links to these guys in the bottom. Where all the writing stuff goes that no one ever reads. But he's got is it Dead by Daylight, the game? Where like a scary person chases some non-scary people. He told me a couple of things. Well, he commented on the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video. But he also gave me some advice about transitions and the webcam. So the Mouldy Lemon, check him out as well. Dead by Daylight video, very good. Quite entertaining. Made me smile, him playing with some friends. Which is, what half this stuff's about, doing stuff and having fun. He asked if I could move it to the bottom or top left. Because I'll show you in a sec, I'll come back to it. Basically, I'm in the way of my own tools, which I have found annoying in other people's videos, and yet haven't fixed for my own videos. Just had a moment, I was like, oh, I'm not recording. 1 moment, please. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is okay. I am recording. Probably. Anyway. Transition I had issues with in the last episode as well. But, yeah, so it's in the way of the item I'm holding. So I took that advice. So that's why you'll see in this scene. I'm now on the bottom left. Down here. So yeah, so big thanks to him. So he's you never know, might end up playing video games with him one day. He did say, I commented on one of his videos, the Dead by Daylight video. I just said, it's quite funny. That was good. And then RDZZ4000, give us some PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Yes, well, that was Red Terror or Rob from the PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds video, so he knew it's been recorded, and I just kind of was sitting on it for a while, not getting around to doing it, because I was like, oh, I don't know how to edit it. But I'm just trying it and see what happens. And finally, last but not least, possibly most importantly, thanks so much to everyone else, or 3 people, but one of my earliest subscribers in my pool of very, very small, tiny amount of subscribers, Kitty Brand, who said, "Oh my god, give part 2 pretty please, yee," as part of the word please, for my Outlast 2 videos. So, and I started doing it. So I'm doing the whole Outlast thing. Oh, that's the thing. This is going to be crazy. So it's slightly better. It'll be slightly better for the Outlast videos, but along with a new webcam light. Oh, filters. Yeah, I got coloured filters. With the light, with my like big light off, you can't see me pointing at it. I feel very claustrophobic in this tiny box. With that off, it goes very green. So that should work quite well for Outlast, I'm hoping. Right, should we get back to it? I forgot to switch scenes again. I'm going to have to get used to that. I'm not used to it. Yeah, so hopefully... Hang on. 1 second, please. I've just noticed what's going on here. You stupid thing. You silly thing. Fits the screen. There we go. Oh, I see. If I do that and then move that, is that doing what I think it's doing? What is the what effect am I having even? Fit to. Whoa. Okay, that was the wrong thing. Ah, that takes ages. How do I undo? Edit. Wait. Ah. Why is there no undo? Right. Oh. Oh dear God, it's all gone wrong. See, this is why I try not to play with stuff. Right. So, can I? No. I want to move. I don't want that. I want this. Yes. 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 There we go. That's better. And then I go back here and it's kind of working. And it's kind of working. It's close enough. Anyway. So, sorry about that. I kind of like dicked that up a bit, didn't I? Anyway, there we go. I didn't realise that I'd like zoomed in massively on the game. So you couldn't see what I was holding anyway. But this should be more like it. So now you can actually see what I'm holding. Which is nice, I suppose. So yeah, any feedback on that? Or anything else I've spoken about? Basalt, I don't care about basalt. What's this way? Is there more iron ore this way? Should we mine it? Hey, I mean, I said there's more iron ore. I think it's the same iron ore it was telling me about. I'm just a bit dumb and a bit short-sighted. But yeah, so anyway, everyone who's commenting, big thanks. You know, every time I do, it'll be this series, because this is like, I've always wanted to do like a kind of long Minecraft series. That's why I started doing this. Because I always start playing worlds and then abandoning them eventually at some point. Which, nothing of interest. Tin. Should I go get that tin? There's tin this way, isn't there? Yeah, because it's been a long time. I started playing YouTube. Watching YouTube, like I think my very first YouTube video was I can't remember how I found out about Minecraft, but the very first YouTube video I ever watched was I think Cnana's introduction to it, and I started watching his series, and that was kind of my introduction to YouTube, I guess. This was way back in the day. I'm pretty sure that was first. It could be a false memory. But yeah, it was Cnana's first, and then I got into watching the Ogscast who, you know, I should have really emptied this out. It's all fucking garbage. You know, they're massive now, so it's been a wild ride. I've been to see them at like Comic-Con and shit like that. You know, as you, oh, it's clay. I should get that. As you do. I may say less. What's wrong with me? But I went to see him at Comic-Con a couple of times. It was really good. It's been really interesting. I actually got like horrendously tongue-tied when I met one of them, who was like, "Oh, how old are you?" And I told him, he's like, "Oh, you don't look so old." It's like, because he said something about VHS, and it's like, "Oh, you guys probably don't remember VHS." And I was like, "Dude, I'm 30 years old." I wasn't gonna tell everyone my age. No, I feel like a dummy. Oh, what? But it was because when he asked about VHS, I think my mind pulled a complete fucking blank, and I was like, "What the fuck is a VHS?" Because I'm a dumbass. Whereas I used to have a one of my early memories was of, I don't know if anyone well, everyone has to have watched The Goonies, right? It's a fucking classic, like a rite of passage. So if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, or you know, you're just missing out. It's one of those kind of things where you're just like, seriously, you're just missing out by not watching The Goonies. It's so good. But that was like one of my earliest memories. I was talking about how I got into watching YouTube. I have to apologise. So some of my editing it's a bit difficult to edit my videos sometimes, simply because I tend to ramble on about utter garbage from so often, and I just let my mind wander, and I go off on weird transitions and stuff, and it affects my writing as well. Actually, I will start writing a sentence, and by the time I've reached the end of the sentence, I'm writing something completely different. It is a actual issue. Oh, I found a cave system. That's probably going to be okay, but from caves, there tends to be stuff in caves, and caves worry me. Let's knock the torch off, Sergeant. Where is the torch? There it is. That's close. I need this gravel, but I'm going to grab some of this stuff as well. I probably need lapis for something in this mod pack. I'm getting a lot of vanilla stuff at the moment, so there's nothing wrong with that. It helped me at the beginning. I think so. I started this and I was like, oh, I don't have any goals, I don't have any aims. I'm just going to kind of play and wander, which I still think is fine. That's probably the way it's going to be. But I do sometimes think maybe if I had some actual goals or some aims or something to actually do, or did some research. So this mod pack, I follow the mod pack makers on Twitter. Do I have any coal on me? Should I have made some more extra torches? I probably should make some extra torches, shouldn't I? Because I don't really have that much coal. What was that? Basalt. Basal. I follow the mod makers on Twitter. Actually, no, yeah. I follow the mod makers on Twitter, and oh, bullshit. Uranium. And because I follow them on Twitter, it's made me feel like they're super nice. I don't know if it's automated. I don't think it is. I think actually, I imagine someone's actually doing this, but then I imagine a lot of stuff. Oh, that's worrying. You just shot that creeper, you idiot. Haha. You all suck. I am the best. Around. Oh, coal. That's convenient. I think I can use bones. Digging straight up like an absolute moron. What was I talking about? Before I got so rudely interrupted by those crazy fools. Oh, I genuinely have no idea. Should we go back to an earlier topic that I kind of remember about? Oh no, that's it. Yeah. So they are kind enough. Whenever I do this, I always give them an @ on Twitter, so that anyone the kind of like 12 people that follow me. That's probably not true. It's probably slightly more than 12. It's about 20. Hello, Mr. Bat. They can all, you know, when they see it, the Mech and Magic guys always retweet it, which is great. And then I found out that it goes on their website as well. I think it's anything, any kind of video that features them gets featured, and I'm a terrible feature for them because I came into this mod pack thinking, I read about it and I was like, oh, first aid, I wonder what that does. Dark ore. Alright, sounds like it's gonna be fun. Oh shit, fuck. You got some very fancy shades, Mr. Zombie. Please stop hitting me. I'm not quite used to this combat. It seems to be very easy to hit me, and I don't find it very easy to hit them, which is worrying. Let's have something to eat. Yeah, I'm not very, because I figured, what do most people do when they go into one of these things? They go in without any actual aims. I was like, well, I may as well play with no aims, because that's how I always play everything, ever. I genuinely have no idea what's going on until I get into it, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should look some stuff up. But that's rare as well, like me actually bothering to look anything up. So I thought I'll go into that, but I did kind of feel bad in one sense. I don't know how anyone else would feel about it. Because it's like, well, am I really furthering the mod pack? Am I really making something that interesting? People are like, shit, I should really go and play that, it looks awesome. So hopefully, as I play through, more and more stuff will come out. But, fuck. Oh, there's a blizzard as well. Please, no. Okay, well that was okay. Haha. He didn't drop anything. Oh, that's so cheeky. That is very cheeky. I'd expected like I would have liked a blizzard rod or something, because those are pretty hard to get hold of, if I remember correctly. Prosperity or mystical agriculture. That sounds fun. I might do some farming. We could do some farming. If you'd like to see me fail to make a decent farm, I'm totally up for it. I'm down for that. I run out of torches. Should I make them out of bones? I can't make them out of bones. I thought I could make torches out of bones. I don't have any wood. Do I? Do I have any wood? No. Let's put some stuff away quick. That's not good. Huh. Put those away. I might use those later. Let's put that away as well. I've got a music disc as well. Cool. Right, let's head back up, and then let's just grab some of this stuff on the way. What we'll do is I'll get some more torches, because I really was not prepared for this. Even though I know exactly what was happening today, I know exactly where I was going, and I knew exactly why. So yeah. So apologies for if I seem low energy. I'm quite tired. But I thought, you know what? End of the day, I'm going to do a bit of mining. Nice and chilled. I'll put some background music on before this goes out. And then it'll be a nice double episode. And, you know, you can choose to watch it or not. I mean, technically, you can choose to watch or not pretty much anything I do, which is how it should be. Because it's totally up to you, because that's the beauty of YouTube is, you know, there's just a whole bunch of shit on there. This is where the auto jump would be useful. Do you think it's an idea to, right, if I just remember that I've done it, oh, it's not useful at all, is it? It's so weird. It's like a little weird little like double hop thing. What a pain in the ass. Turn that off. Should have got myself another drink. Yeah. But as I was saying, we what was I saying? Oh, the beauty of YouTube. quite late. I have been at work all day, earning dollars. Oh, I get paid tomorrow, which is lovely. So I got my seared bricks as well. That's good. I need some more chests, man. Let's cram that in there. Let's just take out this stuff. I'll just dump all this kind of stuff in here. Let's dump in you. Probably not quite right, is it? In terms of what I put in here. I've actually got a decent amount of stuff-ish already. I'm gonna have to go and run and grab some wood, because I think that's the thing I'm lacking right now. So right, let's just dump some stuff away. I don't need 63 coal on me right now. Sort that. I got 6 wood here actually. Oh no, I got 8 sticks. That'll do. That'll do. I don't actually need to use that for that, do I? 32 is probably not going to be quite as many as I want. I really need to learn to stop fucking doing that. What am I doing? There we go. Left click to do that. There we go. That'll do. That's fine. That'll do. Can't put any of this shit away because I've got too much shit on me. It's fine. What do I want to do with this shit though? Like, I've got so much crap in here now. Don't really need all of it. I'm gonna take out that cooked mutton. Yeah, I could do. Oh no, I don't want to put the bag holding down. Let's just do that. Sort that. I'll come back later and deal with some of that stuff. I'll do it before we finish, because I don't really want to do it. Because I'll record the next couple of episodes. Oh, so yeah, as I was saying with the shout outs earlier, apologies to everyone whose like advice I get and then you're like, shit, he hasn't listened because he hasn't done anything for 4 weeks. It's not that I haven't listened, it's that the way I do things, because I have to work and it all takes time. Where am I going? Am I lost? No, it's this way. Because it all takes time, I'm just I tend to record in batches, because it makes my life significantly easier than like recording one episode at a time, because I never know what's actually going to happen at any given moment in time. So recording in batches just means I can get stuff done. Put it on there. But the downside of recording in batches is you tend to, if you record like 3 episodes at a time, you know, and someone gives you advice on, let's say someone gives you advice on this episode just as you're editing the next batch, that whole batch goes out having already been played with none of that advice implemented. So like Kitty's advice on Kitty gave me some advice on Outlast as well. Apologies I didn't say this earlier, but Kitty gave me some advice on Outlast, just saying you know, wait for the batteries to die before you put new ones in. It's like, that's actually a really sensible idea. And even though I kind of am a coward and will get easily scared, and jump scares affects me quite badly because I'm a babby, it would take a while before I implement it, simply because I've got like the next 2 weeks worth already done by the time I got that advice. Nothing of interest. Well, fuck you then. Tin ore. Nothing of interest. What level am I on? I need to go deeper. Need to go deeper. If I want to find like interesting shit. Apologies for the yawning. Normally that would get cut out of a video. Not so today. Basalt, basalt, basalt. Oh, black quartz ore. Let's go get that. Yeah, normally it would get cut out of the video and you wouldn't notice me yawning, because it does happen a lot, because I'm always tired. Well, not always tired, it's just that, you know, if you're a full-time worker, it is easy to get tired, because you're always kind of like catching up on missed sleep. Always. But, you know, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. It's just one of those things that you gotta do. But yeah, should we go back? What topics did I feel like there was a bunch, typically for me, now this won't surprise anyone, but I felt like there were a bunch of topics I wanted to cover, and I have no idea if I've even started to cover them so far. So I'm literally just waffling on with that garbage with no aims and no points. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, terrible manners. I'm not even covering my mouth. Disgusting man. Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest. Black quartz. Fuck you. Basalt. 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 Prosperity or which one was prosperity or this one? Let's go this way. Don't really know what it does or what it's for, but you know what? That's the beauty of this. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Not having any goals. And being, not having any goals, being bad as a kind of like advert. Well, it's a good thing I'm bad as an advert because no one's fucking watching it anyway, are they? And if anyone had ever managed to comment on something buried in the middle of this, like having watched it all, I just feel for you. I really do. This is just a mindless drivel at this stage. So what's happening in the world, well not in the world, just relevant to what I'm doing at the moment. So something that got announced that I'm kind of excited for, but I kind of feel like a bit ashamed of being excited for it, is Nintendo announced the SNES Mini Classic doodad. So it's got, it's got 26 games, and one of them's Star Fox 2, which never came out. And I played the original Star Fox on... Not the original Star Fox, I played the Star Fox 64 version. And I fucking love that game. I played the shit out of it. And when I say I played the shit out of it, I mean seriously. I played it so much when I was a kid. It was just so good. I played all the easy missions, played all the mediums, I played all the hard varieties. And I've looked up how you do it on certain worlds, what I need to do. I replayed those worlds over and over and over. It was one of the few games I didn't like massively cheat on, because, you know, I was kind of a lazy child when it comes to games. There, I just was. But so I'm very excited that it's coming out, and I really, really hope they produce more than 5 than they did with the NES Classic. It should be good, and I'm looking forward to it. But you know, I've seen a lot of like, oh well, you know, if they just made it easier to get, if they made it free, or I was like, someone literally said, oh, if they just made everything free. And I may have taken that way out of context, or you know, I've not read it in context. But I was just like, I get what you're saying, emulators and all that shizzle, and the fact that, you know, they're not necessarily games you can easily get a hold of. But come on, man. It's like, it's a cool little thing. It gives you some legit games. You can go back and play them. You haven't got to worry about cartridges, cartridge swapping, all that jazz. Emulators always a bit... My experience of emulators has always been a bit hit and miss. Because, you know, I was young once. I played with some emulators and games I couldn't get otherwise. But... no, I don't want fucking... Where's all the interesting shit? Do I need to dig down? I'm at the right fucking depth. Where's all the interesting shit? I don't have fucking lead. I probably do need lead, actually. Should I get some lead? Yeah, and emulators were always a bit hit and miss. Like, they didn't always work. So, and now I can afford it, ish. You know, I buy the consoles and I buy the games. I don't feel the need to emulate games anymore. It's like, And I get that Nintendo people are going to be like, oh, they're a bit money grubbing with that, but yeah, is it? I don't feel like money grubbing is like when you produce something or you bring something out that people don't need or don't want, and you try and force it on them, you know, or if they had been taking like access to Super Nintendo games away over the last 10 years and then saying, this is now the only way you can get them, that would be a money grubbing maneuver. But I don't feel like they have been doing that. They've been putting the prices of some of their their games on the Wii, and the Wii, what do they call it, Virtual Console, and that jazz, and maybe they're slightly overpriced. Like, why the fuck am I paying like £8 for Earthbound? Such an old fucking game. Is that my crouch? Oh yeah, that's my run. Oh, I'm remembering all the buttons. When I say remembering, I am finding out about the buttons by accident. Resonating, or that sounds interesting. Let's get some of that. Oh, holy shit! What the hell is this stuff? Doesn't have any kind of achievement for getting it. Yeah, weird. Yeah, so I've always been a bit funny about that, and it's like PlayStation. The thing that really pissed me off that Sony did, fucking assholes, was I have now owned Final Fantasy VII in like 8 different versions, and the original disc, which I could play on the PS2, great, and I'm pretty certain I used to play it on the PS3 at one point, and then that got disabled. I could be misremembering, but then I had to buy it on the PS3, and then nothing else was backwards compatible, and now I'm pretty sure and then I bought it on the PS4 as well, and I had 2 versions of I've had 3 versions over the years of the original PS1 discs, because it is my favourite game of all time. Not because I think it's the best game of all time, but because the sheer power of nostalgia. That was like the first game I played where it had a big storyline, and I was just like up all night playing it, trying to get to the next bit, finding out what happened next. And it's just absolutely an incredible experience, and I don't think I'll ever top it ever again. So I revisit it from time to time and try and I get a bit of nostalgia from it. Sulfur, nice. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys, people out in the world, watch or have a history with that you often go back to because it reminds you of a particular point of your life, or has that kind of power of nostalgia, a game that you would say is not the best game, no, it doesn't have to be a game, it could be a film or anything, but a game that you say is not the best game, but is your personal favourite game, the game that takes you back the most. What game has that tie to that sheer sense of wonderment more than any other game you've got or have played? I'd be genuinely interested to know what people say about it, because for me it was always, as I said, Final Fantasy VII for me. Final Fantasy 8 to a slightly lesser extent, and I'd consider Final Fantasy 8. I know people pan its kind of a magic system, but I personally consider it to be a better game. I just feel like the card game is fucking incredible in it, and I wish Final Fantasy VII had a card game like that. But yeah, the Final Fantasy games, I'm a big JRPG fan. Cock and bollocks. My fucking axe died. I genuinely have no idea how to get back down here. I didn't bring any. I should have brought some wood with me so I could put like a fucking table down or some shit. Let's go back up and make some more fucking axes. Fuck, it's already been 40 minutes. I have waffled on quite a bit, haven't I? I got a bit. I've not got loads. I might spend some time getting wood, because what I do want to do is I got plans to build the next house. And I know I don't have a bed. Which way am I going? Not that way. I don't have a bed yet, or a roof. But you know what? If living in this world, oh, fuck, where the fuck do I go? Did I come from this way or did I come from that way? I feel like this is the way I should be going. If living in this world has taught me anything, it is that... Where the fuck am I? You should run before you walk. No, terrible idea. Learn to walk. Definitely learn to walk, then learn to run. If you try to run and you don't know how to walk, you're really just dragging your face along the ground. Or your ass. Depending on, you know. You bollocks. I just came all the fucking way back. How do I get out of here, man? I'd like a trade of breadcrumbs. Problem with a trade of breadcrumbs is you just leave them where you've been. And I've been everywhere down here because I made all the fucking paths. Okay, then go this way. Yeah. So what I have been doing recently is, I say recently, what I have done a while back is used some of the, like, things, what am I talking about? Anyway, yeah, then there's been classic, ignore what I was about to say because I have no fucking clue what it was. Where am I going? What the fuck is going on? Jesus, man. What's wrong with me? How do I get lost at? Oh, okay, this looks promising. Yeah, what have I been talking about? What the fuck have I even said? I've like waffled on for a good 40 almost. 43 minutes. And I don't actually feel like I've said anything of any consequence. I've thanked some people. That's probably the main thing. Because I mean, you know, I'm when it comes to small YouTuber, it took me like a month to hit double figures of subscribers. So it's like, I don't even think there's not anyone who watches all of my stuff on a regular basis. You know, everyone, I figure that most people have subscribed to me for a different reasons. You know, when it comes to guys like the Mold Lemon, it's I hope it's, you know, what I feel is there's some level of camaraderie in the small YouTuber community where, you know, we want to help each other improve and make better content. And this is going to be what I'm doing right now will go. I do not feel will go down well because I'm just going to release an hour's uncut, unedited, lazy ass video. But it is not because I am inherently lazy. No, I do other things because of that. Now this is because when I'm watching, as I said, when I'm watching content, I don't like to feel like I'm missing out. And that makes me feel like I'm missing out. Right, do I have a decent axe? I should get a new axe. Do I have any more wood? I actually need... And it's dark. There's a vampire over there. These fucking vampires, man. Seriously. No, you can sod right off. Right, what am I going to do? I do have the wool. How long until the daytime? I feel like I'm right in the middle of the fucking night. Oh, this is ridiculous. Right, let's get my axe. I'm just going to have to go outside, kill stuff, and hope I don't die. Did he just do a massive dodge on me? Come here, you fucker. Hello, Mr. Chicken. Right, let's knock some of this down. Let's get some wood. Oak wood's a bit boring. We'll go and get some different wood. Ow! Ah, fuck! Ah, shit. I hope I didn't get vampirism. I really didn't want to contract vampirism on like a fucking off recording. But there you go. Such is life. These things they do happen. They will happen from time to time. There isn't iron going in there. Oh, I saw that, you motherfucker. Oh, you are really strong. Oh, you are not that bright though. I am much smarter than you. Oh shit. I am much deader than you. Ow. Haha. Haha. Shoot the zombie. Not me. Shoot the zombie, you idiot. Ha. Fuck you. Was that great? No, it's just that. What did I get? I got a salvage cyber eyes. Immunity device. There was cyber. Core stones. Fuck man, there is some shit in this mod pack. It's pretty cool. And I will explore some of it. What was I talking about? Again. Yet again I've lost track. I've lost track. You know, I do genuinely apologise to anyone who's watching. Maybe the next time I do this I will try... Oh, that's annoying. Maybe next time I do this I'll try and come up with some kind of list of things I actually want to try and talk about. Because I before I sat down to record I was like, okay, let's cover this. Now I have no idea what any of it was. He just vanished to thin air. You know what? 36 wood, which is a bit shitty. Where's the wall? I've got some wall, haven't I? Yeah. Let's just make a good bed, just to get this over with. Because fuck me, this is nighttime is getting ridiculous. There we go. There we go. Oh god, I can't believe it. I've actually bought a bed. How amazing is that? Right, what I need is more chests. Now what I am going to do is... You can fuck right off there. I think I want to put all food in this chest. Mining shit can go in. You are joking, right? Fucker. Mining stuff in here. Prosperity shard. Inferium. Don't know what to do with that. I'll put it in here just to, because I don't know where else to put it. Do I have anything in here that should go in there? Well, I can see. Maybe the flint can go in there. Flint in there. Then foodstuffs. So that, and that. Wheat, seeds, an egg. Magic bean. Saplings. Old root. Corrupted chorus. That can all go in here. So, old root. More chicken, that can all go in there. No, I can't eat that. I can put rotten flesh in there. Oh, I could put rotten flesh in there, couldn't I? I got some more in here. No, not the marble, you dipshit. Oh, rotten flesh. A digital guide. Don't know what that means. Let's just cram some shit in here. Stuff I basically don't know what else to do with. Can all go in here. Salt. Put that in there. Salt. And then I can put the rest of... Just empty this into my inventory. or you know, as much of this as into my inventory as I can get. Oh, you mother! For fuck's sake, that's typical. I'm also running out of space already. Jesus, coffee beans, coffee. I'll put seeds and shit in there as well for now. Canola. Wheat, beetroot, feathers, beetroot, egg, corn, onion. Canola. You can tell I'm tired. I'm laughing at stupid shit that I really shouldn't be laughing at. Yeah. Merge, what does that mean? Deposit? Salt. So I really do need to make some space here, don't I? I just need to start doing it. Flax seeds. Okay, so that's that done. That's that done. I don't know those seared bricks actually. In here, maybe I can make some more of that quickly. I got the clay. Got the gravel somewhere. So I did pick up some gravel, didn't I? Yeah, I got gravel. I got sand. Now let's see if I can remember how I do this. Hang on, let's do it this way. I fucked that up. Right. And then let's make all that. Now, if I remember right, I think that goes there. And then is it like this? Hey, check that out. I remembered. Did I remember? Go me. Come up to go out in there. Let's just stick a full stack of coal in there because I've got quite a lot of coal now. Cool. Okay, so what do we want to focus on? Ah, isn't that nice? Cool. Right. I think we'll stop there. It's been almost an hour. I'll just release this. As I say, this will go up in like some... I won't... Hang on. Un momento, por favor. What have I done? Anyway. Let's just shrink that down a bit. Let's move it in. Did that affect this? No. Amazing. Yeah, so what we'll probably do is, I don't know. I'll do another. Well, I think when I'm going to do major mining. Oh, it was a creeper. When I do major mining, or when I do a major like build, I'll probably just do an unedited version of this. Just don't expect anyone to watch it. It'll be like a 0.5. It's like a filler episode, but it's just backstory. So it's just me waffling on about anything that pops into my head. It shouldn't be, but there you go. I will probably, in future, actually jot down some ideas of what I want to talk about. The thank you things were the only things I knew beforehand I wanted to say. I didn't really have any other way of anything else to do it in. So I thought, well, I'll just do it that way. And it seems to, it works for me. I get to record some stuff, you get to see some stuff, I get to waffle on, you get to see what I'm like when I am actually not editing, which I think is interesting. It might not be, I could be wrong, I'm just saying it. But you know, you get to see what I am like. This is literally what I'm like when I'm recording. I'll just waffle on about any old shit and react, but I'll react more because there'll be more going on. But and then I'll just cut out the bits of me that don't make any fucking sense whatsoever, which is like 80% of it. So but yeah, I guess it probably hasn't been funny or engaging or interesting, which are all big no-nos when it comes to doing a Let's Play. But I just wanted it to be, you know, you get to see me going and getting this shit, because it's not particularly interesting. It's not really interesting enough to... I'm gonna fucking dump this in here because it's gonna piss me off otherwise. It's not interesting enough to really make a decent video out of, but at the same time, it's also not something I want people to feel like they've missed out on. Like, if I go and do a bunch of stuff, I don't want to think, oh well, what if something serious happens? It's like, well, you ain't got to worry, 'cause I'm going to record it for posterity's sake. But yeah, the next time I do one of these, it'll be a while, hopefully. Fuck. But if there's anything anyone wants to comment on or wants me to talk about, any issues whatsoever from any fucking range of life. Like, I didn't even get onto movies. I barely got onto games. Let's be honest, it's the middle of the Steam Summer Sale and I didn't fucking mention it. Jesus. But if anyone wants me to just talk about random shit, you know, or any of the 12 people who are there, just let me know. And I know no one's gonna... Oh, fuck you. I know no one's gonna actually watch this and bother, but maybe one day in the future someone will be like, I just need a random piece of shit to throw on while I study or I'm in the bath or pooping or something. An hour's poop. That's going to be satisfying. But, you know, leave a comment. Maybe by the time I finish with YouTube, which I'm hoping will be a while, because I'm enjoying it a lot. It's good fun. I like doing this stuff. It gives me a reason to play games. Like, I don't have a lot of free time, and it forces me to use what free time I do have to do something I actually genuinely have an interest in. So, but you know, maybe I'll come back and do one of these in like 15 years. I'm an old man, old wrinkled man. I'll come and do a random Minecraft video, and people go, "What the fuck, Minecraft? That's so old. Why is someone making a video of that?" And it will literally just be me talking about utter bollocks for an hour. So that's my waffly ending. That's taken like 10 minutes for me to get through. That's what I'm like. So, you know what? Take care of yourselves. Have fun. Play games. Don't take life too seriously because it's fucking dull otherwise. And I will see you... The next thing you see after this will be an actual episode where I try and accomplish something. Goodbye.